I think Akron's got a hell of a team. I think John's put together a really good team. I think he's done a great job with them. They can hurt you in a lot of different ways. They got us early. I was a little disappointed. I felt like it took us too long to warm to the fight. It seemed like we were surprised by the physicality and the speed of the game, which I don't understand. That we played them once, before. We know how good they are. We have great respect for their program, and it's particularly this year's teams. I thought, they stretched it out. We kept fighting. I liked the fight. I liked our spirit. I thought we did a lot of good things offensively. Obviously you're going to go back through it. There's a few possessions I'd like to get back where I felt like we tried to hit a home run instead of just continuing. Because when we executed, that's the best defense in our league. And we just hung 82 and just kind of ho-hum offensively. The problem is on the other end of the floor. We just had no answer. I felt like our ball screen, thought we did a better job in transition than we did in game one with them. Our ball screen defense got exploited. We got to give them a lot of credit for putting us in difficult positions to be able to guard them. And like I said, they can hit you from a lot of different ways. But I think they were 25 for 37 from two. I think if my math's right. Is that right?
I think that's pretty good.
You in the honors college? It's just too much. Too many points. Right there in the paint. 44 points in the paint, and it's a good team. Like I don't fault our effort. But we got to clean up on the defensive end, and some of it just simple switching, which requires communication, which has been an issue of ours all year. We got to get better because I think if anything you take from what we've been able to do with Akron, I don't know if we can beat them, but I know we can compete with them, and you got to be able to give yourselves a chance. And we've done that twice, and hopefully we can learn from the film and get locked in and give this thing a run here over the next 3 games.
Coach, I know you said last game that for the rest of this MAC play, you guys needed production from the bench and kind of your depth. They had 42 bench points to your 13. Was that just their defense, or what was that kind of about?
We scored 82. When their defense. I think, like when you're playing a really good team, which they are for our level, you don't need Superman efforts, but you need guys to be who they are across the board. And we had too many dead spots tonight. I didn't get enough production out of some guys that have consistently produced for us, right? And just an off night there. I thought TJ Birch gave us a real lift off the bench. Gave him a chance. He's been working in practice. He's had a great attitude. He continues to get better. I thought he gave us a lift. What I'm most proud of is the 2 assists. We made some drives and sprayed it. We got guys some good looks, which is, for him personally, is progress. Like, I'm not sure he would have made those passes a month ago. But he also gave up an offensive rebound, got driven by, and broke down defensively. And so that's the area. But so did everybody else on our team, right? And so those are the areas that he's got to continue to grow in, because I think he can become a really good player. But just too many times just got broken down defensively.
There's a defensive possession with a little bit over 2 minutes left in the game.
We gave up 2 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So the few possessions that we got stops, we weren't able to rebound, and that was I think it was a 5-point game, and we gave up 2 offensive rebounds. And so instead of a stop coming down with an opportunity to cut it to 3 or 2, you give up 2 offensive rebounds. Ended up leading to a foul, I believe, and so it's a 6-point game. We come down and I think score.
Yeah.
But then couldn't get the stops that we needed down the stretch.
For players, I know, Coach has talked about learning. You play a team like Akron, kind of learning about them. What are you guys going to take away from this game?
If we come out with the right mindset in terms of like communicating, being everyone on defense, game probably ends a little differently. mean, they definitely don't get 90 points. I can guarantee you that.
Just feel like kind of what Ethan said. We gotta be earlier. We were saying that after the game. Can't wait till we get punched in the mouth, all that type of stuff to start fighting and fight back. Just gotta be earlier.
You know, Ethan, you kind of talk about coming out with the right mindset. Why did you feel today you guys didn't do that?
You know, sometimes it happens. I still gotta watch the film and I could give you a better answer tomorrow, shit later tonight. But sometimes it just happens like that. I felt like we picked ourselves up though. Like Coach was saying, we showed fight throughout the game, but you can't get down like that or just get those guys in the rhythm when you're that good. It's gonna be tough.
3 games left in MAC play for the MAC tournament. What is kind of the mindset right now around this team going into those 3 games?
If we defend, we can beat anybody. Period.
Yeah, we know we can compete with anybody. We just gotta start finishing them off the game. We gotta start taking and competing with anybody in tournament and dubs.
Like the you know, just what those guys are saying, the consistency in which we compete defensively has got to be better. It's just got to be better. You put yourselves in a position. You know, I think our execution late was pretty good. I think once he got a really good look, we'll live with that most days. I think he got a great look. We're gonna live with that. You know, every day. Like I told him, like I'm not concerned with the ball going in and or not going in. Like you don't. I mean, that doesn't change the way I feel out we play. We have to be able to. It has to mean more defensively. We've shown the ability to do it in small stretches. We just had it's been too difficult for us over a 40-minute game to stack possessions together to beat a team of that caliber.
Yeah, and I feel like we've talked about this throughout most of the season, but with 3 games left, why do you feel that you guys are still having that issue?
Because I got great belief in these guys. I think they can get it done. Why is it the same issue? You know, I think some of it, you know, just our mental capabilities to focus on what's directly in front of us and not worrying about something that's happened prior to. Like just being able to, nothing else matters except that particular play in front of me. I think we hold things too long, we get frustrated too easily, which all comes back to the mental toughness that it takes to compete at a high level. We've got to be able to do that for 40 minutes.
And then kind of for Ethan, I know, being one of the older guys on this team, Coach talked about communication. How do you guys plan to get better at that with 3 games left?
I mean, we are who we are this late into the season, so it's not like a drastic change that's going to happen. We just got to take what we learned in practice and in film and implement it in the game in those moments. It's not like we don't communicate at all. We just got to be more consistent.
You got to be loud, you got to be decisive, and then you got to do what you say. You can't yell switch and then not switch.
Yeah.
You can't, like when you call out an action, you got to, and we have a way we guard it. Like you got to do it because you can't be guessing. We're guessing too much.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.